Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected.
Fixerbot says.
Welcome. Stream starts in 5 minutes.
Expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll the secrets. Unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries. All knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow.
T-minus 4 minutes.
Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high expectations, gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll the secrets. Unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries. All knowledge will explode. Welcome to my stream, where the fire of knowledge burns bright. Chat with me, let's embark on this journey of delight. From the basics to superpowers, we'll learn and grow in this stream of knowledge. Together we'll grow. Welcome to my stream, where knowledge reigns supreme. Calm and collected. I'm about to go live, you know what I mean. Got high
Stream about to start. 1 minute left.
Gonna teach you something new. Learning, hacking, exploring. There's so much we can do. Feel the excitement as we dive into uncharted lands. New discoveries await in this digital wonderland. Together we'll unroll the secrets. Unlock the code. No limits, no boundaries. All knowledge will explode. Welcome to my
So I'm opening all the tabs again, or rather activating them, so in case we need them. So let's get back to where we stopped yesterday. So we had like a version 3 maybe of this text. This is not even a beta yet. And this is like, yeah, they're version 1-ish, right? This is about that, like, almost finished too. And this one is not finished. There's like just empty stuff here. Okay, so I added this one down here. I think it might be up here too. Yeah. So do I want that to stand out extra? Why would I put it down here? It's not a skill, though. I guess it's not a skill. And this is like a skill and expertise list. This is more a thing you do, right? So this was from one of the AIs that suggested that. To add that. Some of the things they say are good. Ouch. Do I have something there? Let's see. Where do we start? So subsecurity, I guess I read it all, that's where we start. Cybersecurity and IT professional with over 20 years of experience in IT, programming and hardware. Is that good enough? So I have had that so long now. It's like several months, IT programming and hardware, that I don't think about what it actually means. Is it clear what it could be? Currently focusing on evolving expertise in advanced buffer overflow, hardware hacking, Active Directory security, and forensics. Passionate about penetration testing, red teaming, cybersecurity research, and threat mitigation. So I'm thinking I might angle this in this last one. That I just thought I wanted more parts than just red teaming and pen testing in here, right? And this is the start here was from an AI too. The passionate about, and I changed the rest because it was not good. But the passionate about, that's a great way to say this is what I want to do, but I don't have 20 years of experience in it, right? So instead of threat mitigation, I want to say that yeah, I think I have probably the word I'm looking for in yesterday's chat. Right, that's why I kept the TTS up, because I was gonna like look at the text, and now I closed it and restarted the computer, because I always restart before stream nowadays. Hoping for less crashes. We can ask ChatGPT. We gave up on it yesterday. Let's give it a new chance. I'm looking for a word to describe making automatic cyber defenses better. like rules in a sock, and so on. So let me see what it says. Hardening. No. 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 I want more specific words for making scripts and similar. No. And no, you're on the wrong level. Well, maybe automating, which I use already in a million times, is the word, and rule tuning. More like something for building rules and automating. Response 1 and 2. Well. So we already had rule tuning, rule building, I guess. Rule engineering. Policy automation. Defensive scripting. Authoring, engineering. So this is, I'm just trying to make this tiny too, well descriptive. So let's give
Kato
it a try.
says, good meowing.
I'm just gonna write what I have in my head. Defensive, rule tuning, and automation, maybe. Good morning, welcome in. So today outside it's all white. It's +2, but it's all white. It's like all the twigs of all the trees are white. The ground is a tiny, I guess it snowed a tiny bit, but it's like the ground is not covered with white. At least not the grass. I see it like underneath the camera, there's tiny holes, and I can see on the side. So it looks cold. I have to go outside soon. So how are you? So so I said passionate about, so I wanted to be specific enough to say what I feel is very interesting, right? Passionate about penetration testing, red teaming, cybersecurity, research, and
To know about my weather,
rule
did not
tuning
actively look out a window today.
Okay, that's fine. It's morning, right? So, is this too long? It is, but does it matter much?
Anyway, was up till 5 a.m. to set up my home server. The HDD died yesterday.
Oh. So you had to, your old home server, or your home server's hard drive died, so you had to set it up from scratch again. Sounds tough. Hope you didn't have a lot of data. I hope you had the backup, right? It reminds me, I should pop in a hard drive that I have with backup of It's mostly like old coding stuff and my kids' photos. Mostly the kids' photos. That's the most important stuff.
There were no data lost, just configurations and time.
Yeah, nice. Is this too specific? I want to have something about like blue here too. So I think this area is interesting. Let's read it all again. Let's actually TTS it. And yesterday we tried to TTS it in here. So it's different when you listen to it from when you... Oh no, not dogs again. Translate. Not Norwegian. It's gonna translate it to Norwegian. Let's at least do Swedish. So I just want to paste it somewhere where I can do this.
Cybersecurity and IT professional with over 20 years of experience in IT, programming and hardware. Currently focusing on evolving expertise in advanced buffer overflow, hardware hacking, Active Directory security and forensics. Passionate about penetration testing, red teaming, cybersecurity research and defensive rule tuning and automation. Adept at leading complex IT projects, troubleshooting advanced technical issues, identifying vulnerabilities, and designing secure solutions. Burns for helping people, teaching, and mentoring, explaining complex technical concepts in accessible ways, bridging the gap
Switch
between
from
technical and
natively run
non-technical
packages
audiences.
and control them via
Regularly
web
streams
into Docker.
cybersecurity content on Twitch and YouTube, teaching and sharing insights while continuously deepening expertise.
Okay.
Cybersecurity and IT professional with over 20 years of
Just a
experience
sec.
in IT, programming and
Listen to
hardware.
this.
Currently focusing on evolving expertise in advanced buffer overflow, hardware hacking, Active Directory security and
It
forensics.
sounds okay.
Passionate about penetration testing, red teaming, cybersecurity research and defensive rule tuning and automation. Adept at leading complex IT projects, troubleshooting advanced technical issues, identifying vulnerabilities, and designing secure solutions. Burns for helping people, teaching, and mentoring, explaining complex technical
It's a bit
concepts in
long.
accessible ways, bridging the gap between technical and non-technical audiences. Regularly streams cybersecurity content on Twitch and YouTube, teaching and sharing insights while continuously deepening expertise.
It's kind of obvious I'm a kind of passionate person, right? So I couldn't use passionate twice, so I used Burns for because that's the best thing I thought of. And I was already using. So tell me more about the server. Natively run packages and control them via webmin to Docker. So you're running a Linux machine.
The ISC DHCP package and the corresponding webmin interface looked awful. Now I'm using the DHCP offered by AguardHome.
Okay. Oh, so your server does all the things. So we have it separated. We have the router doing the DHCP, you know, and we have the file server and like media thingy server. And I guess we have other thingies a bit too. But not as much as... We have the Minecraft server, for example, and... yeah. So, but it's one is mostly just a file server. That's the main purpose. NAS. In Swedish, if you add a K in front, Knas.
My server only does
what they
serving
usually call them.
applications. No mass data.
Okay. So you don't have any local storage. You using cloud then for storage? So someone said like, oh, I'm amazed you're using a hard drive to store stuff. I'm like, okay, is that so odd nowadays? I wouldn't want all my data online. It feels like, but I guess people that are like born later would think that's the only way that exists. I don't know. So what application are you serving? Except for you have DHCP then?
Kinda, yeah. Was not able to get a real NAS yet.
Okay. Yeah. So I had like 4 hard drives in the computer that were kind of tiny, like 2 terabyte. And I had several separate that was actually one I didn't get to start again, so I have not retrieved the data from it. And if you can't access the hard drive, it's like, oh, okay. I should have had it running instead of stopping it. So I merged it all to a 20 tera drive. So now I have this nice one. Of course, it's 18.1 really, not 20. But it's officially 20.
2 terabytes is the biggest drive I ever owned. And that is only about 800 GB used.
Oh my god. How? How? Don't you have any data at all? This is one of the drives. So I have some books, courses, virtual machines. Here's security now. I need to update. Don't have all the episodes there. I don't remember exactly why I did this. Just because I looked at the URL and then I wrote a script to download them. But they're not that big, I think. Now I'm curious. So it's about 50 gigs security now. But I do want to listen to them all. And they're not available in my podcast app. So if you want to listen to the earlier ones, that's why I download them, really. I guess I didn't need the latest last 200 or something. They're available easily online, so. So this is, I stopped using Evernote, downloaded all the notes there. Yeah, a lot of it is streaming videos. So when I've streamed until May last year, I recorded all of them on my hard drive too. After that, my hard drive was too full.
I don't have much pictures, nearly to no local music, no
so
videos.
The
Most
videos...
of that space is used for random data that is probably not even worth backing up or my Steam library.
Yeah. So I don't really play games a lot. But let's do details on these. And you can see the video sizes of these files. They're not mega tiny. So, which is the biggest file? This one is 20 gigs. It is just one stream. It's not even a long one. I do like 15-hour streams. So imagine one stream being 40 gigabytes of data on my hard drive if I record it. I don't record them now. I back them up to YouTube. But I guess these are supposed to be uploaded. Look.
2 files below.
Oh yeah, there's a 13-hour one. So this directory is just the files here. Let's see how big the whole directory is. So it's a terabyte. And this is just well, it might be these are like my first streams. Should we watch my first stream ever? Like, it was almost 2 years ago now. It's just like 4 months or something until it is. It's tempting to click this. There's it's just me chatting to the camera, I think. Oh, I think these are actually videos here. This is a camera test probably. And these are actually videos. And then we're starting the streaming, I think. Because I recognize this is a YouTube video. Yeah, so I think I probably started. I wasn't streaming a lot here, 11. So November is like when I started streaming, really. HG, so no
Fixerbot
recording.
says.
Welcome. Stream starts in 15
Kinda
minutes.
similar still, right? I replaced this text recently. Oh. By in Köping, the road used to. What would be easier to do? Yeah, I did a lot about streaming at the start. I think I'll. So we'll see. Maybe I'll just throw those away. Or maybe I'll upload them to YouTube. So I have a full backup. So the main thought of my YouTube channel, the Fixer42 Live one, the first one was just to use it as a backup, right? But then people are actually subscribing to the channel and looking at the videos. So I'm thinking. So I keep uploading the videos as a second backup here. Because these are not perfect. They like break sometimes, the live ones. Let's see, where's the 15-hour one? Is it here? Was it the 31st? I had to split it into two here when I uploaded. 7:34 both of them. So it's a bit past 15 hours. So if we look here on the 31st.
Funny. I'm locked out of my Portainer.
I don't know what a Portainer is. Some words are missing from my vocabulary. Let's see. But it's the same in Swedish. So I don't know which language I know the best, actually, which is a bit funny. Let's see.
Portainer is a Docker container which contains a web interface for managing Docker containers.
Okay, got it. So well, that seems like a problem. So you restore the backup, I guess? Were you setting it up from scratch? How could you? Then you wouldn't have been losing access to stuff. So the 31st here in the edge. Oh? So this is why I don't like using just YouTube as a backup, because as you see, probably these two streams were one. And for some reason, they are not one. No, this is the 30th. This one should be 15 hours. I'm assuming, because it's actually the 31st, right? So the 31st, I streamed for 15 hours. And I don't think I streamed the first for 11 hours, right? So I probably stopped the stream well past midnight. And you probably want the date on this to be the right one. This is why I keep uploading the videos too.
And my 2TB HDD has 987 GB used, of which are 320 GB for SteamWall.
Okay. Yeah, so let's say no one in this family has that problem. Having a lot of space on their hard drives. My kids, they like, yeah, they install some games and then their hard drive is full. I don't know how you manage. Definitely need several terabytes to fit everything. So my 70-year-old, he makes a lot of images, lots, and he uses Paint.net, like I do, and he has a lot of layers, and he takes screenshots of his computer
Games are really inefficient
So
these
I
days,
imagine...
with most big games being easily 100 GB in size.
Yeah, so let's just install 20 games, you know? And some of the games might be 250 gigabytes. I don't know. I don't have a lot of games installed, but we can just quickly check. So this is a bit of a random stream, obviously. So we're gonna focus on this, but I don't have a lot of time either, so let's just check randomly too. So of course Steam is not running.
And I mean big games as a lot of players, not a lot of space used.
Okay. I mean big games on the hard drive, since we were talking about hard drives. So I haven't started Steam in a long time. Not mega long time, but the only oopsie, my goodness. Didn't want to do that. What did I do? I tried undoing. Maybe I didn't do anything anyway. So did Steam start? There it is. So this is why I'm not trying to hide my name. It would be impossible. So my kid wanted me to be more private. It's very hard when you already have been biking to your house and then thought it, well, everybody knows anyway where I live, right? So it's no reason to care about it. So for example, the Path of Exile games. So this is the update. We can't see how much space it takes, can we? Installed files, 87 gigs. We could just check on the hard drives instead, right? I don't have that many installed though. And my kids had this account first. So
Sound my password.
Sound my password.
Found.
Ah, okay, you found it. Yeah, I should have gotten that. So let's exit this. My god, it's slow. Exit.
Stupid password rules.
Yeah, so I've had problems with devices not being able to handle special characters. I got a new router for my mom, and she was in a hurry, so I bought it from a store. And when I had got it home, I realized it was from 2019, and I bought it last year. And I was like, oh my god. But she only uses WhatsApp. That's the only thing she uses.
Yeah, I often have issues
for
with
her
white
internet
spaces.
for. Yeah. But it couldn't do any special characters. You could only use numbers and letters. Nothing else. It was like, okay. So it has 4 antennas looking mega cool, cost over $100. I'm like, okay, that's nice, very, very nice. So I thought about going back to the store with us, but my mom, she just wants stuff to work, and I set a mega hard password for it. That wouldn't help though, I guess. But it's at least something. And she's only using WhatsApp. She's not using internet at all, except when messaging with us and doing WhatsApp calls. That's the only thing she does. So it's not like she doesn't have a server or anything there. But still. So 2019 is not that long ago. So I haven't bought anything else from that store. Let's say that. So how long can a store have stuff on the shelves that are electronics dealing with internet? I wouldn't think they had stuff that were like 5 years and now 6 years old.
Back to my containers. I run a guard home, Mariab, FMyAdmin, Terrallo, and a Twingate connector.
Okay, so what do you use it for? What is Terrallo? Twingate connector. Some kind of system to get inside your network from outside? So I'm going to focus a bit on the task at hand. I'm leaving at 12:30 and I need to make food for my kid first, so I don't have infinite time today. We'll see. We'll see how long. I'm just gonna read the sentence I changed again. Question about penetration testing, red teaming, cybersecurity research, and offensive rule tuning and automation. It all depends on whether you want to read this in a good way. It's not perfect, you know, it's... let's go back and check.
Currently, I use a guard for DHCP and ad blocking, Twingate to access my network, Mariab for everything needing a DB in the future, FMyAdmin for managing the DB, and Terrallo as a Tanban board.
Okay. Yeah, so I kinda guessed from AdGuard's name there too. So it also does DHCP. So why do you have... I mean, you must have a device like a router
You know Trello?
that does DHCP too? No. Should I Google it? So I'm trying to stay a bit on track too. Projects. Okay. Yeah, I think I've heard the name, but I haven't used it, so... List making application. Okay. So you're using it for notes and stuff?
Terrallo is exactly that, but 100% free and self-hosted.
Okay. Yeah, so I use Obsidian and I sync it to my GitHub and have it on my web page too. So it's my Obsidian public. So here's my notes, and they're also on notes here. But I need to update this because I've only exported it once, and I'm looking for a better way to export it, right? So we could, for example, go to let's hack a Linux box, you know. So here's my notes for that. I should add buffer overflow to that list. It's very simple, this, because I just have a file called index.md, and when it exports, it becomes index.html instead. And the link in there becomes a link for Rails. So... oh gosh. Yeah, you can do that if you want to. You can also have a bar on the side with, you can also have this graphic with stuff connecting. I'm not using links a lot. Maybe I'll actually start using them more, because I've added a few of them recently. Not a lot though. Just these kind of links mostly, not the number sign ones. Yeah. So let's listen to this again while I...
Cybersecurity and IT professional
back
with over
to
20
this.
years of experience in IT, programming and hardware.
I'm going to set
Currently
up
focusing on
Homey
evolving
Assistant
expertise in
in
advanced buffer
QTT,
overflow,
knotted
hardware
in some
hacking,
other stuff
Active Directory
soon.
security and forensics.
Yes,
Passionate
I
about
used to
penetration
run
testing, red
Node-RED.
teaming, cybersecurity research and
Just on
defensive
my
rule tuning and
computer.
automation. Adept at leading complex IT projects,
Let's
troubleshooting
mute
advanced
that
technical
again,
issues.
It's not really... TTS is not chat friendly. But I'm thinking of some kind of home system. I guess I'm waiting again here. Let's see.
Did you
so
ask
we
for my
have...
hardware specs?
No, but please tell me. I asked you, you must have a router or something. So why are you not using DHCP there? That was my question. As it is like by default probably on. So I like playing with
DHCP
hardware,
on OpenWRT is garbage in my opinion.
Oh, okay. So you use OpenWRT. Okay. So why is it so bad?
AnyMy router, Taurus Omnia, uses a fork of OpenWRT called Taurus OS.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, right. It was in my... to the side. So I'm thinking I'll put these are some USB cams. And other ESPs and stuff in this box. So we'll put these in different places, and yeah, I've got tiny ones. Let's check out the tiny ones. So here are a few tiny ones, I think. So we can connect these to different sensors and stuff. So I don't want to start the microscope now. Let's just do this. So we didn't want that? Come on. Easier to plug in the microscope. It just takes 2 seconds to start. I'm just waiting for it to...
It's just a pain to work with. Setting up IP ranges, DNS, static IPs etc. was just annoying and complicated.
Okay. So maybe some people like more control and some people like it to be more automatic. So this is an S2 Mini. And it's not very big, it doesn't require a lot of power, right? So these would be perfect to put somewhere with some sensor. Maybe just a battery, which would be much bigger than this thing, right? So my thumb almost covers this. And I'm not a big person. So I think I got two S2s, two S3s. Really, I should put all of these separately, because why? So as this is a short stream, I do want to do the other stuff, but I prefer chatting when I have this little time, right?
Unspoken Superintendent says,
So keep chatting.
BS viewer zo in stream boo. Tom, remove the space. At KRNGSVJG.
Ah, that's interesting. So okay, they move the parentheses away from the remove the space, and then it wasn't detected by my little filter thingy. Tricky. And all of the words best viewers and on are with special characters. So this one was an extreme case. Do you see how many headers we got with this tiny thing? Seriously, you know? We got all of these with this one. Here it is, the bag. So let's get rid of all these in a pile. So we can actually look at stuff. I'm kind of switching the stream here now, because this is a useful thing to do and it's not going to take a long time, and I'm going to get a bit organized.
The hardware my server uses is Intel Pentium E6700, NVIDIA GeForce 510, 4GB RAM and 250GB Samsung SSD.
So why do you have a graphics card? What do you use it for on this machine, which is not mega new, right? And the 510, that's even older than my hobbies. He uses a 680 or 690, I think.
HDMI low. Translated from Spanish.
So let's set up the microscope there, so we can peek at stuff. So this one, D1 Mini. So this is a D1 Mini. So I'm thinking of actually, there is text on the boxes, right? So it will say what it is. IoT development board. So I'm back and forth there. I want to do what I started doing, but I can't really chat then, right? And it's also nice to just have a list of these.
I use it only because it was already inside the system when I got it, and it has a HDMI output. It's easier for me to adapt from HDMI somewhere as adapting VGA somewhere lol.
Okay. So I don't have a monitor connected to my servers. I just have them remotely, you know. So that's why I didn't think of a graphics card as actually being used for graphics. So we're going to set up a honeypot too. Let's just get rid of the headers, because this is a real quick thing. Oh, this isn't opened even. So let's see, if I cut this, will I lose a lot of information? Nah. Let's do it just on the edge. So there's still the most information.
Well, it's located on the same desk as my main machine, and I sometimes want to access stuff directly if needed, because I messed up something network related lol.
Oh, okay. Or the hard drive crashes, right? Then it's also nice to have it accessible. So this is the tiniest board, I think. HP32S3 0. So this is, well, definitely my thumb size, right? So imagine this being somewhere in the house with stuff plugged into it. So that's why I got all the things for the home automation thing, right? But now I just wanted to get rid of all the headers. These are just the headers of 3 bags, right? This is just 3 bags. So all of this is like headers, all the space. So,
Yup. It's easier to check for error messages when there is a screen connected. Like yesterday. A lot of I/O errors and then a kernel panic trying to soft reset the system wall.
oh. Yeah, so do you know why it crashed? Why the hard drive died on you? Did something special happen? So they have like 3 of these. S30. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. So 3 S30s. Mega tiny stuff. Then we have 1 S2. And this was, it's a little bigger. VMOS D1 Mini. Yeah, so it's not like I'm gonna sort all these. Let's just get rid of the header pins because, you know. Also, actually, so I'm thinking most of these will fit in this, right? So I'm sorry, Mike, but I'm going to lean this on you. And we're going to
The
do
hard
this,
drive was
actually.
manufactured either in July or December of 2011 and was running as a main office machine at my aunt's company.
Okay. So it wasn't really new. It was well used and maybe allowed to retire. So I'm just curious now if these are the same. 0 mini development board. Right, so let's grab the one that has the hole and just throw the others away. And I'm cutting this thing out. By the way, we don't need the whole thing, right? Manufacturer and what room they're in, what building, we can just say bye-bye to. So it's just this bit. I'm keeping the bigger text up there though, where it says in bigger font S30. So now I'm confused. This one is slightly different, okay? So this makes it easier for us to actually use these and have them a bit organized. So how much can I cut? The little cutting line there, which I almost can't see even. I meant this one, yeah. So now it's much easier to, oh, I want a tiny one. Oh, these are tiny, right? Though it wasn't very smart to put this underneath. Then I have the bigger ESPs. They'll stay in its box here. So there. It's just the tiny ones. So it's not like this will fit a shield though. Right, so this is not actually pulled out all the way. So Alright, so here we have S2
It
Mini.
has 751 power-ons, 1,105 hours and some bad sectors which are not correctable.
Okay. Yeah, so it said bye-bye. So I just wish my hard drive had actually been on close to when it died. I'm looking at it on the desk here, because when I start it, it just is not. It says it wants formatting. So maybe I can like repair it or get it back somehow. We'll see. I also know that these hard drives were like discarded from a company. So my hobby's old company that he ran like over 5 years ago. These are like discarded smart air drives and such. That was like, whatever. Let's try them, see if they work good enough. So as long as I don't know what I lost, it's not a problem, right? I have all my kids' images and the photos, that kind of thing. That's the important stuff. So let's cut this one out too. So we'll see if I have time for any more of other stuff, but this should be kind of quick though. So somewhere like there. So these are S3s. This is an S2. Not that I will keep this up.
Try Diamond.
Same one.
Great tool. You can recover raw data and files. You just don't have the correct file names and maybe some corruption, but it might still be accessible.
Okay. DMDE. I can type that here, I think. So let's just compare that these are the same. Yeah. So all these headers. It's good that they come with them, you know, but oopsie. What did I drop? Another header, of course. Fill in my share. So we have 2 of those. So instead of just having them in this,
it's a paid but relatively cheap software. It's way cheaper than a professional company though, lol.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna pay anything for this. But thank you. D1 Mini Pro. Well, let's do one at a time, I guess. So why do I have this here? See, another header on the floor, by the way. I'll show you the pile afterwards. So ESP12F.
The free version limits you on how much you can recover at a given time, but for looking at if it's worth the hassle, it's good enough in the free version.
Yeah, so I'd like to know what kind of data it is. So that's good. Great, thank you. So it doesn't have any names on it, but we have this, of course. I'm putting it. You know, these are easy to lift up and move around, so that's nice. I don't even have to care or think where I put them, you know. Well, this top line was not useful, was it? So let's just cut that away too. I think that line was not useful either. Well, I guess I want the bigger size because it'll be messier otherwise, right? So let's just get rid of this. There. Maybe I'll type something there. Vemos D3 Mini Pro. So the tiny one here, which I think might be... This is an S2. So not the same as this one though. Or rather, it's not the same manufacturer. What about the name? Micro USB. And this one is USB-C. So they're not exactly the same, but they're both S2 minis. So what else? Let's look at these. If they look totally identical. Oh, it's even got USB-C on that one too. Yeah, these are the same. So why? Okay, so what is just different sellers of the same thing, right?
My HDD, current pending sectors 95, uncorrectable sectors 95. Crystal
Oh.
Diskinfo also warns me on the overall condition being at caution.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So this one actually said more things about the board, so I'm going to put both labels in there. Maybe I'll throw the other one away later. So let's see if we can get this done.
Let me grab a permanent marker and put a big X on it.
Yeah, do that. It's not nice to forget such a thing, but rather I'd throw it out. Or rather, where do we have my hard drive pieces? So this is what you can do with hard drives. And they have nice magnets inside and some other things that you can play with. I don't know why I kept this one, because it kind of looks funny, right? The reading heads. So, oops. Insides of a hard drive. Look at how many. They're very clean, these. Oh my. This is Experience the Magic Smoke. See if we can see what component. Yeah, there's a big X on it. I think it is this component here that's like burnt. So maybe we can find out what it is and test it again. So this is only necessary though when we burn it. This is just a...
Well, I still have pretty old hard drives in my basement compartment. Most of them are about 160 GB in size, and some of them even have the old Molex connectors next to the SATA power on them all.
I have IDE drives over here. So I'll continue this. So here we have, will these fit? So yeah, so all the ESPs will fit in this box, right? Let's see if we cut. I don't feel the need to keep these safe in here though, but it fits, right? Yeah. So I guess we keep it like that. This is much nicer for storing the ESPs until we can use them in a good way. So we can much easier see what we have, what we can use, instead of a big ice cream box up in the shelf, right? Now this one didn't have any good label either. Well, I'm keeping the space. We can type something there if we need to.
Well, it is not usable anymore today. You need adapters and stuff, but those old drives
I
are
have
still usable.
adapters. Yeah,
Maybe
I
I'll
have
do a big
adapters.
spot one day, lol.
Oh. So here's one with the relay. This is kind of cool, right? So we can control something with this. Something 10 amp 250 BDC. Oh. So we have two values here. 250 and 30, 250, 30, 255, 28. 4 values. So ESP1, 1S. This is the ESP, the little board that's attached here. So this is a kind of cool thing. So we can control something in the house.
The first is AC, the second is DC current.
Oh yeah, AC/DC, but it's still 2. So is this for one, is this for the other? That's what I was thinking. And 3 connectors, 2 connectors. I'll have to check this one out more, this board. It has a number and stuff. But we're not doing it now. I guess I just put it in a random box here. So there's 3 lines with these.
I don't think so.
No, it sounds odd, so we have to check it out. Definitely. Also, this might be a help to read this again. So... Nah, no specs on it there. Let's put it that way so it's easier to read. So do you imagine how much easier this is to see after this? So on the bag. So it's nice to have this done, but I'm not getting anywhere on my CV, which is very important too. So, but I felt I couldn't do it while chatting anyway. So I'm interested in hearing about your stuff. There. Are you in the Discord, by the way? You're in the Discord, right? Yeah, I tried peeling this off before. Didn't work. So this box will be like homeless, purposeless. No, actually, we have things that won't fit, right? Antennas. So I guess I put all the others this way, then I can easily see the connector. So this one has a micro USB. This is USB-C.
Gonna go lurk. Need to get my second medication from the pharmacy. I need both
okay.
tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on Discord. Why?
No, just good to know so we can chat, you know? I was going to ask you if you can tell me how it works out with the computer and the hard drive. So, but you'll probably be on stream again, right? So, good luck with the hard drive and with getting the medicine from the pharmacy. So this is a... Right, it doesn't say because it's like several ones in the same. We'll have to check the board itself. Yeah, so I thought so. ESP32 room. So let's finish this and kind of quickly. I think I'm closing up to the end, and then I'll continue with the CV. So then I can
The hard drive will get erased, get an X put on it, and then tossed in the e-waste box, lol.
Yeah, you saw what I did with my hard drives, right? Hanging, looking pretty. And there's nice magnets in there. There's motors in there. So this will definitely not fit in. If I get one with 2 slots. I do have one here. So we could just replace 2 of these with one of these instead. And the shield will fit.
Did that years ago. It's not worth it for me. It's just more stuff laying around.
Those are old.
Use.
Those are old. So, should we save this bag? Nah. So, here we have another one. Let's see. This was the Venus one, right? D1 Mini. And D1 Mini. So, compared to the text on this one. So we can just throw this bag, it's the same text. Type C Mini version 4. Let's just compare them. They're not looking at all similar though, so I guess they're different. So if you look on the other side, they're very different. Very, very different. So, different box. And that's interesting too. How come they had the same name, but so much difference? There was something missing from one of them, maybe. Like the actual thing.
I have a lot of tech laying around. Most of it could be considered junk / e-waste. Need to do some cleaning out soon.
Yeah, so I got these quite recently, and I was unboxing them. I just put them in this bag here, so this is much more useful. Getting stuff sorted a bit and organized. So I have the normal ESPs here now, and with the labels, it will be easy to find the right thing. So when you order from AliExpress, you never even know if
Last
it's
big
really
clean
going to
out was a
arrive.
little over 2 years ago because I moved into my current apartment.
Ah, okay. So there. So these wouldn't even fit if they were the same box. So another one. So this one already has a tiny little label. Let's cut a bit of it away then. There. And this is the last one. Different shape, very different. Oh, this is one with antenna, so it's not as long. So all of these have the extra bit for which is the antenna, and this is for connecting an antenna. So you have a connector here. So if I can find where on earth it is, there, and then we have antennas here. So
I threw away like about half of my stuff then. It was at
Oh,
least 2
nice.
boxes of stuff I threw away while keeping 3 boxes of maybe good stuff.
Okay, yeah. Let's say that I recently threw away a car filled with stuff, or gave away. But it was a lot like outgrown clothes for my kids and stuff, so it wasn't really useful stuff at all. There. For me and the kids. So, this is a bit big for this box, right? So, I'm kind of thinking this box will be repurposed for ESP cams and antennas because they're big. So, let's just add some text here. That was a bad pen. Maybe I should have threw it out. Cam. And let's just remember that the spare antennas I bought because I had this one, right? There's actually some other stuff that I put on the other side, like 3-4 things more too.
Yeah. For me it was mostly cables. Old hardware I was not able to get a use out of it. Defective hardware.
Old hardware. Okay, yeah. So, bad cables, I just threw them out at once. Oh gosh, do you realize how many ESPs we have? Big ones. So, let's see. I think we're good on those now. And this is why this is good too. Because I couldn't see what I had in there. Not that I was going to buy more stuff now, but... There. Couldn't they write something useful on the top line instead of just that? So, I probably will, like, shift those boxes. You know, I can just lift them up easily. So, this one mentioned the display. And I do have displays too, so... there's another shield.
You know how many RJ45 cables with broken retaining clips and those mini USB cables I threw away?
Oh, I just replaced the RJ45 connector instead. One of mine, the one I had here on the desk. So, 2 different ones. One with color, one more like stylish, right? 2 shields. So, that one won't fit. The big shield won't fit. That's a bit annoying, right? But it has screw holes. We'll see what we do with that one. More headers. Surprise.
I had way too much cables and only unsealed a Cat 5. Not even Cat 5e.
Okay. Oh, yeah, shielded ones are just take too much space at home. ESP32 Lite. So... yeah,
Some of them had good retaining clips on both ends but were only 100 meters cables, so only 4 wires in them instead of 8.
Okay. Why? 4 wires. Never seen one of those.
100 nit meters.
Okay, yeah. So that's something new for me. I've never seen anything like that. And I worked with network since Well, do you count it when I was with my dad? When I was little? But then we didn't do TP cable. It was coax cable then. For now, let's put all these headers, and it's an amazing amount of headers. So I really just wanted to get rid of these out of the bags, but then I saw this box as I moved it when I... Right, so let's just get one of these. So it's like half full of header pins. So I'm thinking, should we use another one that's big?
You need 1 pair, 2 wires, for 10 bassette, 2 pairs, 4 wires, for 100 bassette and 4 pairs, 8 wires, for 1000 bassette.
Yeah, but look at old wires. They all had 8 cables. If you go Cat 3, you know, whatever. Cat 4. Cat 4, Cat 5. So I've built networks, hurting my fingers from untwisting the cables. Because it was a tiny office.
They were cheap cables I got from an ISP while having an apprenticeship there.
Okay. So that's what ISPs use. So this is annoying, right? That it won't fit. If I were to do this, it would fit, but it wouldn't be as pretty. But it's not like these are gonna fall all over the place, right? They're attached also by the lid shape. So we can just do this for now and we'll see later. The only thing that's left is whatever this is, right? So this says touchscreen.
It's the cables they ship with their routers, but they are not getting used because of how bad and cheap they are. So they take them back and throw them out once in a while.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. So what was this? A voltage meter. So you'll see a little display of how much power we'll get. Now I'm curious what will happen if I put this between with my Focusrite. So I was actually looking for the displays though. Oh, I put them in a drawer. Let's see. They're sorted. So you're not missing your time to get the medicine? So here we go. So one of these actually have an ESP on it. All right, let's just that's sticky. Let's put it there. Well, I didn't have scissors when I did that, I think, so. This is cool. A touch display. With a pen. So what will we make of this? And
they are a local ISP of the region I live in. Nothing big like T-Mobile or Vodafone or what else you have over there. More like an ISP only running the city and maybe a little bit outside of said city.
Okay. So like a local one. So here we have a tiny display. So I'm thinking we could use this box for these two, right? Uh, 096. We'll have to test all these things. That wasn't a very good label, was it? Keeping some of the plastic because it was so tiny. So you're not missing your time. I know that you said last time they closed at 12, right?
And their routers are garbage themselves. Google Technicolor, cheap garbage routers for DSL.
So I could keep this on this one, maybe I should. So you're not missing your time there. Ah, whatever. They have a protection plastic here too. So
Even if I actually miss the time, it's opening again at 2 p.m.
Ah, okay, so it's not really a hurry anyway. Okay, got it. So this one, this is a cool one. Cables too. So 2.8. I think this one is
I still go and grab
too.
that stuff real quick. See ya in a few minutes.
Yeah,
Fixerbot
see ya.
says.
So I'm
Thanks
going
for
to
the
go
lurk
and
the
check
best
with
for
my
me.
kids in a bit. For my kids. Yeah, thanks for the lurk. So these two, I think they're the same. Only one came with cables too. So it's a kind of nice looking. Let's see. Here somewhere. So I saw the color in there. It's orange. It's an orange cable. So, and a tiny connector. So let's keep them in the bag. There. Now I'm curious if this one has the connector too, with no cable. So these are quite too big to be here, but we can at least use those. So let's see here. 144 LCD touch. This is touch 2. So I don't think it will fit in one of these, will it? It will. It does fit here. That's nice. Because then we don't need a mega big baggy thingy. So the tinier stuff, it might just disappear in one of the big boxes like this one, right? So let's see, do we need this too? Yeah, it did say touch and everything, right? We want the touch information. So it's time to go check on my kid to see if he wants some food. I just want it to be big enough not to disappear in there. So so my older displays are also
Tyrone
displays.
says.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Here we have another 1.8. No, the other one was 1.44. This is 1.8. So let's actually get that. bigger box.
That
but-
looks like an amazing box of goodies.
Yeah. Here we have goodies. So this is the display, and then we have another one. So so let's get rid of the headers. They're just problematic possibilities with those in the box. So all of the goodies. That's why these are so good. You can just turn them upside down if you can't get stuff out. So we have the same set of pins, the same display on this one, right? So nice little boxes, right?
I got my first ESP32 the other week. I always had ESP8266 before, not much difference, but was nice to get something newer.
Yeah, so I recently got my first ESP, any ESP. And then I guess I got a bit crazy, but went a bit crazy with it. No, but I bought a few of these. So this is for an Arduino Uno module, and this one too, I guess, right? So which one is the one with an ESP on it? Was I blind when I checked? I guess
I have them dotted around the house, with a temperature sensors connected to them, sending data using MQTT.
And that's what I'm going for, really. I don't know if I'll use MQTT, because I'm not sure I'm very happy with the protocol, but we'll see what we'll do, and what also is the most energy efficient. If you have tiny devices on a battery. So maybe it's better to put a tiny battery somewhere, you know, than having cables when you have wireless and everything. So I should make a home automation channel in the Discord, right? That we can play with.
Mine are all connected to a 5V power adapter.
Oh, yeah. So since I have these mega tiny ones here, you know, these are not very big. It's 3 in here. So they're not, I don't think they're that power hungry.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah. Those are S3 minis, but those are S30 actually. But the tiniest one I have, let's see, it's the one with the relay. Here. So this is the tiniest one. Here. This is an ESP, so microscope it. Where are you here? Oh, it's a bit bent. So this one, this is an ESP 01S. So here you have like a real tiny ESP. And I looked at the soldering here. I was thinking like, will this work even? You can see how uneven it is. It also looked like let's see. So the soldering, we might just heat this up a bit. But it is tiny. Very tiny. So, yeah, these pins look like they're bridged together. Anyway, you connect it to this relay bit here. So I only have one of these. There. So let's see. Can we read this now? Yeah. So this one has a card reader. Then there's a touch display, and the connector is protected there. Yeah, so I did bend the green plastic the other way before. So then we have these ones. And I'm sure these two are the same. So this one should be the cool one. I don't know. Maybe I'm just blind. Oh, there's the other box. The other one too. So let's look at this one. Yeah, there's definitely no big chips or anything on this one. So display, but it's a bit too big to fit in this box, so it'll go back into the display ones. So that we can have the tiny ones more accessible, that's nice, but I'll keep the other one there. So this just says 2.8 TFT on the box. Yeah, I think this is just an ordinary one too. No, there it is. So now we can see we have an ESP on this board, right? So I found the cool one. Big bag. So an ESP and a screen and photoresistor, looks like. So I guess it can like sense light too, can it? Doesn't look like anything else. Looks like that at least. So it's a Room 32 on it. So this must be our Nest project, right? A LED on the back side. A connector there. Yeah, this looks so cool. But I'm going to... this has all the connectors, right? So... we have the micro USB, USB-C, and the special connector there for... I guess that's for pins. Oh, I think I saw RxTX there, but let's get the little cable, little special cable. So VN TXRX ground. So we can also connect it to other stuff easily. And we have we have the reset button in another one. LED one, also a card reader, meaning we can have storage on this device too, right? Little computer. Here's another connector. So which one will this fit? This is for the big one, right? Not for this one. So here. So if we don't want to use USB for power it, VN and ground, we can use this thing and connect it here. Let's see. It looked like this direction first. Maybe not. There are connectors on this side too. IO TX RX 3.3. Okay, so they're not the same with the connectors. Or maybe I'm not fidgeting enough. Yeah, I think it might fit there. We could also like full screen that. So now it's connected. So I'm gonna go down and check with my kid. Then we'll see. I kind of need to finish the other stuff too. Screwdrivers to the box. Yeah. I'll be right back. Hopefully. So, not the optimal solution, but my kid had already grabbed something to eat. Ice cream. Right. There's this tiny little thing here that I think was in this connector. So why? Maybe to protect it in delivery, but it's not like it doesn't already have protection. I don't know. So it just falls out anyway. I guess we'll leave it in the box. So we'll have to think about what project we want to do with this, right? So we have kind of nice and long cables here to attach something else. I don't have the lights on even. So we're going to go back to the actual thing we were doing too. soon. I just want to see what these headers say. So, of course it fell. Right. The little thingy. So, ground IO possibly 30, 22, 21, and then we have so I'm actually gonna come on phone. So (22 and 27), right? Ground IO 22, 21. No, it must be 27. And then these are well, we can't read. It says 3 and something else. So, anything else that's interesting to see in this board? S13. And this is the other special connector here, TXRX ground. So can I manage to grab this one? No. It is so stuck there now. I think I'll need a screwdriver to get this out.
My boss is off till Friday, so our morning meeting that is usually just 15 minutes turned into over an hour, without my boss.
Okay.
Not sure what that suggests, lol.
Could suggest so many things in opposite directions. So I guess we need a screwdriver for this. Is this one too tiny?
We have more to say when the boss isn't around.
Okay, okay. So it wasn't that it was unorganized, because that could be, you know. But if it's that you have more to say, I guess it's not good. So yeah, if you don't speak when the boss is around.
First 20 minutes might have been talking about one of the guys' new house they are looking at moving to.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So I kind of think that we don't need to remove that one now, because I want to get started with other stuff too. And it still has its place here. So the big nice bag.
Where did you get all this stuff?
AliExpress. So I have older things there too, right? So this I used with, I don't know if I even used it with a pick. I don't think so. It's probably just Arduinos.
I thought it might be. That's where I got my ESP32s from.
So what's outside? This is like old. So this one goes back in the. So we have displays, and this one is now not ESPs but ESP cams. So this was like filled with ESPs. So I should do the same with Arduinos, tiny Arduinos, really. But here's just big ones, I think. Oh, a Bluetooth module.
I have an old LCD display like that. It just had I2C to connect to it.
Yeah. It's probably got I2C. So I'm just connecting this as I saw it as just power. Here's the tiny one. So this is an Arduino 328 Pro Mini one. So I'm thinking all of these tiny boards should also be in this box, right? These will have to stay in this. So here we have several. I guess this is becoming more of a cleanup stream. Nah, I'm not doing this now. I want to get onto the CD stuff. So I get done. I want to be done with that, so I can start sending out applications. Here's another bag. So touchscreen image display.
I've got an old big Arduino with an Ethernet hat on it, and then another LCD screen on top of that.
Okay. So, yeah, I don't think of any Arduinos.
It's a big chunky thing.
There's the Megas too. Is it one of those? There. So I have one box also called ICs.
Yeah, something like a Mega.
So I started trying to get those sorted too. So now it's looking into my trash bin.
It's upstairs in a box which is about as messy as yours.
Cool. Microscope off. And these boxes are so nice. So why won't that close?
That box is nice though, yeah.
Yeah, so there. So it also has this opening, so you just pull it apart and then together. And now it was like this, so I couldn't close it. So there. And you can like turn it upside down and it won't fall apart, which is nice. Back, actually these two screws were in the other one, so let's keep track of those.
I had
So
a
this is
set
for
of
later.
plastic drawers with little components in it, but it was on my windowsill and the sunlight caused the drawers to become brittle and they snapped. At the back.
Oh, yeah. So sunlight and plastic is not the best combination. So we did also do. Now I hop from the desk. Let's hop back then. So this one we put like a bit of random stuff in. So we have, this is power. Oh, here we have the servos for the robot. The replacement servos I bought. We can actually throw away the plastic. big plastic bag. So 2 servos. So I can't see anything of this. Come on. I'm trying to click it. Nah, right, I can do it right on the app. So I did buy Arian, which has been so worth it. Since you have this focus functionality, you can just click the screen there. Now there's just one, that's just one of them. 2 pieces metal gear. They're not metal gear though. We picked one apart, the broken one. And just plastic gears on the bottom. So the visible ones are metal, but the ones at the bottom that didn't work were plastic. So here, metal, at the bottom, plastic. So we have some big, yeah, right. Maybe if it's usually on autofocus, I don't know why. Let's see. Oh, I do have a zoom too. I can actually zoom with Arian. Switch camera. So that's my ceiling. There. So I think it's autofocusing now. I switched camera and back and it's autofocusing. Good. That was my goal. So there's a few components, you know, for capacitors. These are actually cables from a USB
I keep telling her it's not lunchtime yet. Maybe she thinks she is where you are. Smile, smile.
Yeah, maybe. I have some yogurt, so that's my lunch, I guess. So the only problem with these is that the resistors, they don't really fit. It's too short. So I should have another box where I put some of those. Yeah, and this worked, right? Maybe we should measure what voltage these. This is the ones we were messing with. One of these boxes going in the other one, we could fit the bigger displays there too. By the way, so I'm sure I have. I think they're at the attic, but I have other sizes boxes at the attic. Because the boxes came with different sizes and I only wanted the tiny ones. So I threw the others out. And the new ones comes in this like square like lids almost. Yeah. That you can just put them on. So now let's finish my CV. Not the most fun thing to do, but it needs doing, so I need doing it at least. It's definitely lunch. It's definitely lunch. So this we want to keep up. This pops up at 11. We're going to do the 80 stuff soon. This was just for reading this. Without me reading it manually. Sometimes you just want to hear it. As I used this.
Cybersecurity and IT professional with over 20 years of experience in IT, programming and hardware. Currently focusing on evolving expertise in advanced buffer overflow, hardware hacking, Active Directory security and forensics. Passionate about penetration testing, red teaming, cybersecurity research and defensive rule tuning and automation. Adept at leading complex IT projects, troubleshooting advanced technical issues, identifying vulnerabilities, and designing secure solutions. Burns for helping people, teaching, and mentoring, explaining complex technical concepts in accessible ways, bridging the gap between technical and non-technical audiences. Regularly streams cybersecurity content on Twitch and YouTube, teaching and sharing insights while continuously deepening expertise.
I saw some YouTube video yesterday about Try Hack Me. I was like, oh yeah, I get email from them, maybe I should try it.
Yeah, Drag Me, it's great. But I won't hop over there now, but it's great. And also they have over 550 free learning rooms, or like rooms. I guess that's mixed. So it's a lot of free stuff there. Though when I started looking at it, I was like, yeah, free, not free, free. I'm like, yeah, I want to do them all. So I did subscribe almost at once because I liked it. So it's the only thing currently that I'm really paying for. I bought a few Humble bundles too. Now I'm going to go there.
It's quite cheap, just £8 per month, I think.
I don't remember really, but it's I think the price went up. So I'm not interested in games. I'm only interested in other stuff. So they have Linux, cybersecurity. So I have not. I think I have looked at this one, but this one is new since I looked last. That's why we went in here. Since they're like mail. There's so much spam. There's mega spammers. So I turned off their mails. It's not impossible. It's not possible to get only what you're interested in. You get all of those things. And they obviously they have some kind of subscription thingy I don't like. They send a lot of mails about. So just one that was interesting. Cybersecurity architecture, cloud security, security detection engineering. This is actually what the words I was looking for. I asked ChatGPT, give me words for this, right? And they didn't really succeed.
For the subscription, you get a Kali Linux VM you can use. But if I use the free one, I have to run that myself.
Right. I don't think you can connect to VPN if you're not paying, maybe. So you need to use theirs. That's definitely part of why I
Is
subscribe.
That true? Do you know?
I don't know.
Ads.
I don't remember. So for 17, this is like, yeah, so $17 you get a lot of books. So let's check out what they are. But this is the words I was looking for. So this is what I said I want to learn more. I want to know more, you know. Oh, that failed. I should just click it. So we can preview the PDF even. Nah, I don't want to do that. Security engineers and analysts responsible for the day-to-day task of developing and implementing new detections at scale. If you're working with existing program focused on threat detection, you will also find this book helpful. Prior knowledge of DevSecOps, hands-on expertise with any programming or scripting languages, and familiarity with common security practices and tools are recommended for
back from ads.
Experience. Welcome back. Yeah, so I think I will buy this bundle. Buy just the third book here, because this are also the words.
Yeah, you said something about VPN access. Yeah, you don't get that with free.
Yeah, and VPN access is, if you don't have that, it's almost unusable, because you can't copy and paste good. You have to pop the little side thingy up, paste into the side thingy, then you can paste inside the machine. Then when you're getting something out, you have to do the same thing, like a flag, for example, or anything. Something for your notes. So you will spend double the time, I'm sure, or 3 times the time. and there will be so much frustration there. So I guess it's a good thing to limit on, because people really want to
You
subscribe.
get 1 hour of Kali VM use per day. I was wondering if I could run something at home for it.
Not if you don't have VPN, because you won't be able to connect. Right? So you need the VPN to be able to run on your home VM. So what other books? Certified Security. Ghidra. I want to learn Ghidra more. These are books though, right? Are they books? Pact. So Pact is not good. No, we get PDFs and EPUBs. I want EPUBs. Good. So if you just get them online on the Pact system, that's not good, because then you can't just read them on your phone or something without. As I do, I listen to the books while I do other stuff. Like, I'm gonna start running again. I guess I'll start walking, but my toe needs to be better. Still, I think I kinda crushed my toe. A little too. It's all. Today is the first day that I'm not like, am I close to something that I might touch my toe? And it's been over 2 weeks since I did it, so as soon as my toe is good, I'm gonna start. Yeah, and I just put it down, my foot on the floor, and it hurts just that. So as soon as my toe is good, I'm gonna get started, and then I can listen to all of these books while I do it, if I'm not streaming.
Kato says, "Meow, I'm back. Got my medication and took a shower."
Ah, you're quick. Nice. Always nice to have those things done, right? That you need to do for the day. So I'm going to have to drive my kid in like 10 minutes. So we're not going to get really much done on the CV. But we found a cool package here on Humble Bundle. So I'll probably just keep this tab up. Or should we? Yeah, let's read what the rest of the books are. Pentesting Active Directory and Windows-based infrastructure. And Ghidra, Reverse Engineering for Beginners. So there's so many books here that I'm like, nice. Very cool stuff. Resilient Cybersecurity.
Don't forget to click on End Stream after rating out LOL.
You think I shouldn't forget it again? Yeah, thank you. So I haven't forgotten it before. I think it was because I was so late, right? So I should be have better timing this time. So let's actually open up.
Unmoderated streams can be dangerous.
I don't know. What could happen? People typing bad things in chat. I think Twitch is kind of good moderating that. And YouTube too. Insert dance response for Windows. But it's kind of boring stream, right? And I've got a bit of a problem cutting it later and uploading it to YouTube. I probably will cut that bit away. Zero Trust overview and playback. Introduction. Incident response for Windows. Yeah, so these are all things that I want to read. OSINT handbook. Yeah, so I am going to buy
There
this.
were a ban wave some time
$17.
ago where streamers got banned while they were offline because trolls sent stuff in chat and reported it to Twitch for unmoderated chat.
Okay. So that's really on Twitch though, I think. They don't want us to put other people, other, like YouTube chat for example, on stream on the window because they can't moderate it, right? Microsoft Defender for identity in-depth, partial automation and scripting for cybersecurity. So, some of the books we're not just listening to, right? Mastering Microsoft 365 Defender. Effective threat investigations for a SOC analyst. Python for security and networking. So if I could just download all this information instead, I would prefer it, but as I can't, I'll have to read books or listen to them maybe. Cryptography, I'm not mega into, but I guess we need it to know more about it anyway. Monitoring and VASA. Yeah. So we're gonna test VASA too. Hacks a cybersecurity interview. The Ultimate Color Linux book. I don't think I need to read that one. Certified Information Systems Auditor Study Guide. Oh, it's like some kind of cert or something. They're putting the worst one at the bottom. AI attacks, though. This is interesting. Yeah, so there are people online, so I know who we're gonna raid. I'm just gonna check that they're not like about to stop streaming. Let's see. I don't think so. I think they will be continuing a bit. So just preparing. So I don't need to be stressed at the end. So what about this Ultimate Cybersecurity Career from Pact? What do you think? The only problem with books is that do you have the time to read them, right? That's the problem. Yeah, I guess I will be raiding. Let's just click the button. So I think it's like 2 minutes still, right? So I won't be that late. So I'm gonna get this packet for sure. And maybe we'll update my words
Get
in the
them
CV
all. Share them with me for
this.
half the price so you got an additional 50% off CapLaw.
Well, it doesn't work like that. Wouldn't be very legal. What you can do if you don't want to be illegal is just to download the books, right? You can just download them. It's always nice to if it's within your economical reach, which this would not be for me. But for 21 books that I like when I read all but 2, then it could be worth it with $17 or euros. So 17 is the lowest, so we can check out. And everybody have a great day. Have a great day and see you possibly later today or tomorrow.
Well,
we'll see. Maybe I'll stream
even though
together with someone later.
€17.51 are more I can afford right now, lol.
Yeah. So I'll send you a message. So we're raiding Theo on Twitch.
3 raiders from Picked at 42 have joined.
And I sent the link for you guys on YouTube so you can hop over